Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the show. Another special edition with a guest, and our special guest today is Kelsey from the new YouTube channel Rêves de Fragrance. Hello, Kelsey.
Hi, Dan. Hi, everybody.
Great to have you here. Kelsey is down in Miami, Florida, and I'm going to put the link to her channel. Great new channel, and she's also on Instagram, so I'll link both. And we've had her on my live streams before with your friend Oda Erica in the fragrance community. So we're going to get to know you today, and what better way than to find out your top 5 fragrances for men. Now, you've been doing the Instagram stuff for a while now, so I guess mainly you are a connoisseur of female fragrances, or are you just as interested in men's as women's?
I'm definitely a connoisseur of women's, but I'm trying to get more into men's fragrances. I have a little bit of my collection thanks to my boyfriend, so I would say I have a decent knowledge about men's too. I try to, smell those when I go to the department stores, not just women's fragrances. So I would say I have a decent knowledge about men's too.
Lovely. Well, from what I've seen, yeah, on the videos and the Instagram, you certainly do have a deep knowledge of fragrance, and you've really been diving deep into this hobby for the last few years. So, just before I actually ask you for your specific picks, if you had to sort of describe what kind of fragrances you tend to gravitate towards in men, could you sort of describe it? Do you prefer sweet fragrances or fresh ones, or a bit of everything?
Oh, that's a hard question. I would have to say, I love a fresh fragrance, but honestly, I'm a sucker for spicy. So anything like spicy, deep tobacco, I love those kind of fragrances. But I also love a sweet, fresh scent. So I kind of like both sides of the spectrum, I guess. But definitely
Okay.
spicy.
All right.
Hands
And
down.
do you tend to lean more towards designer or niche, or a bit of both?
Honestly, I have a collection of both, probably almost 50-50, but at the end of the day, I've found myself going towards more niche fragrances, definitely.
All right, let's get stuck into it then. So we've got 5. I've not asked for them in any particular order, so there's no one that's necessarily the best. But what's your first pick for a men's fragrance that you really like then, Kelsey?
Okay, so the first one I'm going with is Tuxedo from YSL. This is from the private collection. I don't own this. I would love to. I just recently re-smelled it when I went to Bloomingdale's and I was obsessed. It's spicy, a little bit sweet. There's, what is it, patchouli in there. So it's deep, resinous, but honestly, it could be like a signature scent. I could see any guy wearing this one. So that's going to be my signature scent go-to.
All right, yeah, interesting one. I don't own it either, but I hear only good things about this one. I have tried it a couple of times and I really like it. And of course, guys, there's a picture on the screen now. It is from the more expensive end of the YSL range there. And of course,
Hmm.
if you can't afford it, many people do say that a great alternative actually is Roche's Moustache Eau de Parfum, which
Oh,
is a very
yes. I've heard
affordable.
about this one, but I haven't never tried it.
Yeah, I haven't done a side by side. It's a while since I smelled Tuxedo, but that apparently, from those who've tried both closely together, is a great alternative and very, very affordable. So Tuxedo, yeah, definitely seems to be the one from their sort of private blends or whatever you call them that many people do refer to as an absolute standout. So go check it out, guys. All right, what's the second choice then, please, Kelsey?
Okay, so my second choice is from Creed. I had to throw one in there. Green Irish Tweed. I love this scent. I'm not gonna go for an Aventus. Gonna do something a little bit different. It's a little bit sweet, fresh. You have some violet in there. I didn't realize it was a floral, but to me it's like a sweet green floral. This one has been around for a long time. I know a lot of people may say it's kind of for an older crowd, but my boyfriend wears this scent and it is super sexy and it projects into the air like a beast, like none other. I love this fragrance.
I'm so glad you like it. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of that one. I was just trying to see if my bottle was to hand, but it's not. And yeah, amazing fragrance actually. And it's great to know that even people of your generation still find it great on a man. It is, as you
Mm-hmm.
say, a classic from 1985. We now actually know
Ooh, yes.
officially. There we go. Good to see.
I
Yes,
have
show
my
us the
bottle. It's
bottle.
all beaten up.
That's
It's
as
very
it
old,
should
but
be. It's been used. That's what they're for. Yeah, an absolute classic. That iconic black bottle design that it has nowadays. And we actually, it seems we now acknowledge that the perfumer was Pierre Bourdon, who also did Cool Water for Creed, which is regarded as
Mm.
a for sorry Davidoff, which is sort of
Yeah.
influenced by and a slightly cheaper alternative maybe. But I think Green Irish Tweed just has this magic, that green bitterness that you rightly say, lemon, verbena, violet leaf, and the
Mm.
famous Creed ambergris. Absolute stunner, just a timeless classic. Women like it, men like it, people who like old school things like me like it, but so apparently do the younger generation. And this is good to hear. So I love your choice there. Green Irish Tweed, one of the greatest from that illustrious French house. Okay, let's go for choice number 3, please.
Okay, and now I have to do a tobacco fragrance. I had to include one. Every guy needs a tobacco fragrance in his collection, and my pick is Herod from Parfum de Marly. So this is almost like a sweet cherry tobacco. I get a little bit of like a cherry scent from it. It's delicious, it's strong, it's heady. You could wear it on a date night, or if you need like a special occasion fragrance, this is perfect. It's an absolute standout, in my opinion, from all the other tobaccos on the market. I love it.
All right. Yeah, Parfums de Marly, really popular amongst a lot of people. And then there's a sort of, in the fragrance community, there seem to be a few real niche aficionados who are a bit like, oh, Parfums de Marly, I think it's all hype. I'm not so keen. So it's good
Yeah.
to know your opinion on that one. As you say, yeah, tobacco is one of those great fragrance notes. And there's so many ways you can go with that. I'll just grab my, probably my personal favorite is Naxos by Xerjoff, which is a really nice tobacco
Yeah.
scent. Probably a little bit less sweet, although it does have sweetness, than Herod. But the Herod is a very, very potent and recognizable smell. Lots of clones of Herod, of course. So nothing wrong with that choice. Very good choice. What do you think about? Have you tried? Let's just take a couple of the other big tobacco fragrances that guys might be
Yeah.
interested in. Do you have any thoughts on Naxos and maybe Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford versus Herod?
I do really like Naxos. Like you said, it's not as sweet. It's maybe like if you want something a little bit fresher in the tobacco. I think it has like honey and violet, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So if
Yeah.
you want like something a little fresher, not so like sticky sweet, I would definitely do Naxos. Like that's a fabulous pick. Tobacco Vanille, I do like that one. It's a little bit too sweet for my liking, even though I love sweet. Surprisingly, like it's a little bit too much for me. I don't know what it is, but it might be like a little bit of synthetic aspect to it that I wasn't into, but hands down, it's still very popular.
All right. Okay. So Herod is Kelsey's choice, by the way, guys. If you haven't, go and hit that subscribe button to Rave the Fragrance. Great on knowledge from Kelsey on fragrances of all kinds, unisex, men's and women's. Okay, let's go to your 4th pick then, Kelsey.
Okay, my 4th pick is a cheapie. That is Versace Eau Fresh. This has like always been in my collection. I personally wear this. Like to me, it's a little bit androgynous. It's not like super masculine, but it's like that fresh, clean, out of the shower fragrance. If you want to just smell like fresh, like you just took a shower, like it's great for hot weather. I've noticed. And if you want something like a little bit more elevated from that, I would do Hachivat from Nishane. So you've got pineapple, it's very fresh. Some people say it's similar to Aventus, but I think it stands out on its own, a little bit more unique. So if you want something more affordable, I would go Versace Eau Fresh all day. You could find that for like $60, but Hachiva is like a step up from that. I love Hachiva.
Okay.
Very unique.
Thank you. Oh, nice to have. I'm glad you did a cheapie. So that's Versace Man Eau Fresh in the light blue bottle, one of those often talked
Yeah,
about ones.
I
Famously
have
has
this one too.
yes, let's have a look. I like that bottle
I love
design.
the bottle. It's like, yeah, it has edges on it. Like, it's very unique.
I like what they did there. Yeah, famously
Clean and
has
crisp.
a star fruit note. I have no idea what star fruit smells like, but that fragrance is really good. And weirdly, it's actually a flanker to the original Versace Man, which is purple but the same, but very hard to find now.
I've never tried the original
Oh
Versace
yeah, yeah.
one.
If you ever see it,
Never
yeah,
seen
it's
it.
they discontinued it. It's a very different smell, but it's kind of nice. Yeah. Okay, great selection. Let's move on to the 5th and final selection then.
So I wanted to kind of make this a versatile list. I put in a leather scent. I'm not a huge leather person. There is a few leathers that I like, one of them being Diptyque Orilla. So it has raspberry, cedar, leather, and it's like it just leaves like a scent trail in the room. Like it walks into the room before you do, but not in a super like heavy way. It's very like light and airy, but you're gonna definitely be smelled, and it's like a little bit sweet, a little bit woody. It's a very unique leather scent in my opinion.
Nice. I have never tried that one. Okay, so that's Diptyque, and the fragrance is called.
Orilla.
Thank you. That is a brilliant
Yeah.
list because we had diversity there. Lots of different styles, fresh ones, leather, tobacco, a bit of old school. Love it. Thank you so much. Guys, go and check out the channel. Subscribe to Kelsey. We'll get her on again if you demand it. Let us know in the comments down below what you thought of the picks. And we want to say a huge thank you once again to Rêves de Fragrance for joining us. That's the end of the show. Join me in the next one, guys. If you've enjoyed it, do subscribe to my channel too. And remember, though sometimes life may stink, we can always smell good. Bye-bye. See you in the next one.
Bye.